Right, first thing we're going to do is turn it upside down. So that's what we're going to do. So remember, this is the travel cup cookie, and we're going to just put some icing on here. Have you put a link up for that particular one? Yeah. So this is one of our cutters that we've had for a long time now, and we're going to turn it into a Halloween character. So I've got some green here. This is actually Colour Splash Leaf Green, which we do have in stock. So we're going to give that bit of a knead. So I did this yesterday. Let's put that over there. So I'll just give it a bit of a knead before we get going. And then we'll put some icing sugar down to stop it sticking. What I've got on my rolling pin looks like something orange. And then we'll give this a bit of a, got to keep an eye on the time, 10:30, okay. So I can't be late for this wedding. Minor detail. I'll turn up somebody's wedding today. So we're going to roll this out. Like so. Make sure it moves. It's no good trying to cut something out if it doesn't move. So we're going to take hold of our cutter. There we go. Everybody recognises that one now. Make sure you give it a little wiggle just to cut through. Like so.
What time are we aiming to finish?
We have to finish by 11:30. We can't be hit on longer than 11:30 because I've got to get to this wedding. Okay, we're going to pop that on like that. So hopefully now everybody's going, aha, I know what's coming. Oh, I tell you, this is great. So that's that bit done. And then we're going to do his hair. So yes, we are making Frankenstein. It's just brilliant.
No, Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein's monster. Thank you, Kelly.
Frankenstein's the scientist.
Is it? Okay, Frankenstein's monster. So we're going to, I've got a little bit of black here from earlier. So what we're going to do here, just give that a bit of a knead. And we're going to roll this out. Like so. And then we're going to take hold of that cutter, there it is, and we're just going to cut about like that. I'll move that out of the way just for a second, we need that back in a minute. Make sure it's moving. And then we're going to take hold of one of these, which are the cutting wheels. Now we do have these as well, these are brilliant. So it's got a small one on the bottom and then a big one on the top. And then all we're going to do is take hold of this. And we're just going to go backwards and forwards. Like so. Let's take that out of the way. Let's move that over there. Right, we'll take a little bit of this royal icing mix, not too much. I don't want to put, you've got water, it's probably better than this, but we'll use what we've got. And then we're going to pop this over the top like so. And then we're going to use one of these Dresden tools here, and we're just going to put some lines into his hair. So something like that. You can always kind of twist them around a little bit so they're not hanging straight, so they look a little bit more like characterful there. And then with the rest of the black that you've got here, if you take hold of the corner, you can cut this out. Where's my knife? There it is. So you need to cut it a little bit wider than the, let me get a smaller brush. I had one there a minute ago, there we go. So we'll just put a little bit of icing on there, a little bit on there, and pop that like so. The same again, so we just use the cutter, you don't have to cut out the shapes on this. I know, isn't this brilliant? I know, I honestly wish I knew who told me now, but they did a version of it and I thought, oh, that's brilliant, right. How cool is this? So, I can thank them if I can find out who it was, but I've been trawling back through my Instagram trying to find out who it was and I can't find them. Okay, so let's now do his eyes. So you can use a little round cutter, or you can just roll out a little blob and just kind of do it that way. Yeah, I can't take all the credit for this. I can take the credit for the design, but in terms of how I did my Frankenstein, but I definitely can't take the credit for the idea because somebody sent it to me and I thought, oh, that's so cool. So let's roll this out. So a little bit of white. I've got small round cutters. Any sort of little round cutter is fine. PME do some little plunger ones that are quite good. This is just one I picked up as I was going out the door. And then we'll just take this, a little bit of glue on the back, on there. I mean, you can make him as sort of grumpy and or happy as you want, can't you? When you do crazy eyes, when you do the features, just pick it up and turn it over. Oh, come on, it's leaping about. There we go. All right. I always find if you want to do equal circles, another good way of doing it is if we get a little bit of black for this bit, so I haven't got a circle cutter for this. If you just roll yourself just like a little ball and then cut it in half. So if you just cut it in half like that, that will give you 50-50. That's quite a good way of doing it as well. So we'll...
Any size 3 nozzle probably.
Yeah, something like that. So we'll pop that on. And we'll just press that down. Now Kelly sprinkles, we keep going on about these sprinkles, but they do make very nice eye highlights as well. So if you can get hold of them. So these are the Kelly sprinkles, these are the non-Perel versions, okay. And then we're just going to put that, I'm going to press that in because it's soft sugar paste, it should fit absolutely fine. So we'll press that in like that. Okay, so you can see where we're going with this. And then what we're going to do, I gave him a sort of a frown part. I don't quite know what I was doing there, but I'm going to have another go. So we're going to take some...
You did it with a pen?
No, this is the bit above his eyes. So I'm going to take some of this sugar paste. I'm just going to roll it into a thin bit there. And I need a bit of water actually. This glue is too much. I'll just sit on top. That's what I want. Let's move his eyes. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of water going around there just to stick this down. And then I'm going to take this like that. And then we can just trim that at the top like so. Okay. And then we can put some bags under his eyes. So we'll do that here. So we'll roll this down so it's a little bit thinner because we don't want great big sort of chunky bags under his eyes. Just cut a little bit off. Just lay that on there and just turn it around. So this is done with Colour Splash Green. I mean, you can do any colour with this. So if you prefer to do it a bit darker or a bit lighter, then just try some different greens. But this is the one I've used for this. I'm going to give him some ears. So we're just going to take a couple of balls of green. I always roll them in at the same time and then I know I've got roughly the right size. I just feel like they're the right size then. That's quite sad, isn't it, Kelly?
Just a little bit.
Okay, so we'll roll that around like that. And then we'll get our glue again. Or a bit of water, it doesn't really matter. We'll just stick a little bit there and there. And then we'll pop that on. And then you can use, let's just squash it down a little bit. You can use something like a ball tool if you've got something like that, just to take hold of it and just squash it down. you go. And then we'll put another one here. These are really quick to make. I mean, I'm faffing about a little bit, but they are actually really quick to make. And they're just fun. I think they're great. Okay, got those stuck down like that. And then we're going to get hold of one of these edible pens. Now, I've got about 15 of these on order at the moment, but again, they're stuck at the supplier. I don't know if we've got any left. Have we got any left? I think, yeah, we're very short on these at the moment. But if you do have an edible pen, black pen, then this works really well. So we're just going to put we'll put his nose in there. Like so. We'll make that not too difficult. And then for his expression, I should say, we'll start over here and then we will come down and then we'll kind of go up and we'll end up over there. How about that? So we won't make it a traditional smile, we'll make it a spooky one. Okay. But you can obviously do whatever smile you want with this. I'll put a little bit down here just to indicate his chin. Don't press too hard because just remember this is actually sugar paste. And if you go in too far then you're going to have a bit of a problem. And then up here we'll just put a little cut on his head. So we'll just do that. There you go. How about that? That is cool, isn't it? So that has been made from that. So anybody who has got the travel cup cookie cutter, you can now make Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster. I've been corrected by Kelly here. Frankenstein's monsters cookie cupcakes. It is amazing, isn't it? I did make another one. So this was my test run one just to prove that I could actually do it. So there you go. I've made 2 now. So that's all you need to do it. So you need the cookie cutter here. You need some black sugar paste, some colour splash green, which is the colour I used on here, white, black, and then an edible black pen to do this. It's a really easy idea, isn't it cool? It's so cool. I say I wish I could take the glory for the original idea. I didn't. Somebody sent it to me and I thought, that is amazing. I'm going to have to do that. And I'm really pleased I did because I think it looks absolutely fabulous. So if anybody wants to have a go at the Frankenstein models, then those are the bits that you need in order to be able to do it. So the key things are the green colouring, the pen, and obviously this cookie cutter, because as you say, you can flip it around and do all sorts of things. We're quite into turning these cutters around and seeing what else we can do with them. But I will take a photograph of that and put them on the Facebook page later on so that you can have a little look at it as well. Right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look at the ghost chocolates and cookies, so you can have a look at those as well. I'll bring that up a bit just so you can see it as well. Let me bring that up so you can have a good old look at the Frankenstein model. Isn't he fun? Just look at all the fun you can have with his hair. You can do all sorts of things there. There you go. You can put the ears at different levels. People have got lots of ideas with this. You can do a different smile, all sorts of things. So, you know, you can really go to town with this. I just think it's a great project. I loved it.